Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Rookie Roman Cancel. This is a beginner intermediate GGXrd tournament for everybody in the EU and those who have good connections to the EU. My name is Lex, aka Junklion, and I have world-renowned holding it down commentator Lex, aka Junklion. Yucker will be joining me shortly, but he has been delayed a little bit, or has is cutting it a little bit close, so he'll be here in a little bit. Up first, we're going to have a very familiar side for those of you who have been watching RC or Burst of 5 lately in Faye versus Bea. These two have been playing a tremendous amount recently and have kept it very, very close the whole time. So excited to see what they have to bring to the table this time. They most recently played in the last Burst to 5, and the score was 3-5 to Faye, if my memory serves me well. It feels like we've had them on stream literally every week for the past like 4 weeks. But they've been keeping it very close, improving together, playing a lot together. So I'm excited to see if big improvements have been made. Here's Yucker, letting the full intros rock. Typically every match we've seen from these two. Hello, Yucker.
What's up? I made it in time.
Just in time.
First game, awesome.
Yeah, every match we've seen from these two so far, it feels like has been down to the wire.
All right, yeah, I mean they're working on. I mean, why did you match them against each other? Because they've been working with each other to improve.
That the seeding does what it says. I'm a slave to the seeding.
All right, well.
Nice
I can't
confirm.
wait for this thing to catch up.
Bea navigating shotgun stance really well here. I think Bea has been labbing specific shotgun stance counterplay.
Yeah, I mean, there's the old-time document that Lord Knight has out there, which is kind of like the Bible of dealing with shotgun stance, but it's definitely something you have to... Ooh, hold on. That was tight. Blitz shield on the bridle, I like it.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, definitely shotgun stance is something you have to understand. Wow. It denied the primary stall, very smart. Below plus phase getting there. Yep.
The worst position in the game, but it's IB into the back throw incident.
I mean, IBing as many shotgun stances things as you can before, before it becomes you get pushed out too far. Oh, low profile. Still, Bea able to take their turn. Very nice. There's the grinder seal as well for the taking. What's the mix?
Nice.
Mid into throw.
Really good positioning on the grinder as well.
Yeah, being very close to them to just set up whatever you like. And there it is, the fake out with the close slash. Very nicely done by Bea.
Slash in the close stash. Street Fighter 6 style.
I mean, it's a good counter confirm, honest.
Yeah, taking a minute.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it's maybe just changing the music, but the reactions seem to be really on point, right? Denying sort of the base floor knowledge checks that Elfeld can employ, right? Just bridle express air stall, pineberry pull air stall, shotgun stance, right? Look at the IBs. But still, she pushes herself away a little too far, and then she low profiles your burst.
Yeah, really unfortunate. It's really hard to burst her in shotgun stance.
You can't actually, I think, because like even if she is point blank at you, the shotgun stance shot is so fast, especially the charge shot, that by the time your burst comes out, she can already start blocking.
Ooh, tricky cross up.
Yeah, And now Beige needs that final hit to connect. Pine Berry to change the stun edge. Already starts pulling the next couple ones. This time might be going under, but finds the entry. Unfortunately, decides to uncommit from it. Standing back in full screen. Unblockable. I mean, it's cool. I like it from Faye, right? To just see like, oh yeah, I have this as a tool.
It worked.
It does, yeah. Fortunately now holding a bit of that pressure. Try to get that 3H to confirm, but not quite. Running up. Immediately goes to the shotgun pull. Trying to go for the combat roll. There's the check. Stun edge RC. Very nice. Drops the combo sadly, but hey yo.
Banos. Oh, this is a really bad situation for Faye, but blocks it out.
Yeah, I mean at this point it's gonna be a tricky one to make the comeback happen, but this is a good start already. Burst is gonna be online for Bear, so see if they decide to commit it to this round or able to close it up without using it. 6HS for those plus frames, try to just chase down, use those stun edge YRCs to cover the approach, but good spacing there from Faye. He was almost doomed.
Oh. Even if Faye can force the burst out here from Bea. Yeah.
No, but that's exactly what you want here. You have the round lead, right? So just get the burst out from them. The more you win here, it's bonus. I would almost say like you could just intentionally just die here, but oh my god, but never mind. We just make the comeback actually. We believe sometimes.
I think there is something to be said for getting your opponent to burst and then losing the round so you can deprive them of as much burst meter in the last round as possible.
Exactly, like lose it ASAP, especially in that pixel hell. Just like walk up to them and just T-pose, force them to kill you. Because I don't think time will regenerate the burst. Or at least if not well enough that you can like make value out of it.
It does go a little bit faster when you have lower health, but you have to really grind it out to get anything of value out of it.
Right. Oh, unfortunately 6P is not going to be the enter into stun edge. Nice anti-air there from Bear.
Great anti-air.
Yeah, that's stun edge.
Goes for the tech trap. I like it.
Yeah, unfortunately Kai not with the best abilities to get knockdowns, right? Like sometimes heavy vapor thrust will do it, has enough untech time to get them back to the ground, but typically it's tech traps for you.
Yeah, but the thing is that you're also then playing neutral against Kai Kisk again.
Yeah, fair.
Nice confirm.
One thing this kind of does good. Ooh.
Pineberry saving her.
That one was more like a... Like this one's going to be the fun thing about learning Elfeld, is that Elfeld represents a lot of problems you have to solve all at once, while the Elfeld player just kind of goes like, hee, I'm a problem.
Yeah.
And one of them is Pineberry confirms, right? Being able to, you know, reroute your normal pressure, which is very difficult. When you think of one big move that normally is like the best counter hit starter, you have to like unthink that immediately when they're holding Pineberry. Be conscious of it.
It just pops up a tiny bit. Ooh, great trade for Faye there.
Very nice. Just gets a bridle. RC wants a little bit more out of it. JD for the knockdown. Pineberry pull. Very good oak. He sets up into the Mist Traveler.
Great IB mash from Bea.
Goodness. Taking late, but still forcing the chase down on Faye, but there is the buttons. Going to be a burst. Wants to win it right here, right now. Doesn't want to take it to another round. But there's the mash.
Nice.
Very nicely done. Yes, set point for both. Yeah, excellent. Just back away. Set out the heavy gunshot, but overcommitting a little bit too much there with 2HS. Pineberry over, jump in. Not believing, giving the opportunity to press there to Bea, but slowly, actually, Faye pushing herself in towards the corner here.
Wow, what a roll! Awesome.
Lovely reactions. I have massive respect for just pulling out the shotgun and staring Bea down. Just like, do some. You're the life disadvantage. Come on.
Okay. No! That's so unfortunate. The stun, they were uncomboing. Playing Faye play one last time.
Gotta mind your distances, but very nicely done there by Faye. Personally, I would have expected a little bit more usage of Pineberry, especially on some of these mid-screen knockdown situations, because a lot of times we see Faye just run up on Bea and then try to either like raw pull the shotgun into roll, or basically a whole bunch of committal that you don't have to do as Elfeld by just simply throwing a Pineberry at them, making them block that first, and then go into whatever you like afterwards.
I think maybe what that's about is Faye trying to get more used to playing a little bit more aggressive. Because she has been very, very kind of turtle style, hang back and see what they'll do in the past, which is fine. But I think that she's trying to get herself used to a little bit of a different mode of play.
No, for sure. That's understandable. But you know, the Pineberry sets up perfectly for you to just take your turn every time.
Absolutely.
But here we go. This is a very rare character we don't see a lot of times. Actually, two rare characters, Axel and Bedman.
Potentially the rarest matchup in the game.
Sorry?
Potentially the rarest matchup in the game.
Yeah, I have no idea really, like... Yeah, I would almost imagine that Crab has to just simply like use Sickle Flash a lot more to just call out Dapple's like Deja Vu seals. Make sure that those get blown away.
Very, very important to take away those seals as much as possible.
Yeah, because then when you try to run up, you get Oki situations like that. Unfortunately, not able to fully capitalize on it. Here comes Crab with a close slash. Offense run a little too close. Could have been a ground throw opportunity there from Dapple, but unfortunately getting command grabbed on repeat. RC, we have the kill combo. Not quite.
Close enough.
Close enough. We get the reset. We're all good.
Good air-to-air there.
This was... See, I think the value in this matchup is either you're going to get Task A out from Bedman to try and compete with Axel, or you want to try and dash into the buttons.
Yeah, get behind him. Right.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Well, screen super doesn't work out, but I like the idea of trying to counter poke something maybe.
Yeah, I was hoping for the slowdown to maybe catch them out of the Task A, but here's Dapple now running that Bedman pressure. Immediate challenge there from Crab. Just doesn't want to hold it. Run under. Great use of the RC to reposition.
Great side switch. Oh, beat DP. Maybe a miss input, but just goes for the 5D. Blockable.
I mean, overall, Crab very much in control. Like, there was a moment of brilliance there from DappleNet, but unfortunately, the immediate challenge from Crab to shut that down. RC run under and also aggressive burst. The moment that you do find your chance to take your turn back is it's a recipe for disaster. And I think I said this enough times on Rookie Roman Cancel. Dapple's really showing, you know, good understanding of their own character as you do when you start picking up this game, right? Like, the lab will let you familiarize very well with the P1 side of the gameplay. But now you got here somebody actively denying you, and it becomes a whole can of worms.
Actively denying you on a character that you may not have ever seen in your life.
Oh, very true. It's like, oh, Axel's in his roster? No way. But it was a Strive exclusive.
Striveland plus R.
Even there, he's gone. And good pokes, good Sickle Flash. There we go. You need to get rid of the Deja Vu, run up overhead. Patience here from DappleNet, and Crab is completely capitalizing. Look at the wrist gauge cranked up, getting the little counter hits going in. Could have been a little bit more damage there, but still, just these constant resets is piling up the numbers well enough. See overhead, unfortunately not meaty enough to get a pickup, but the chip damage, unfortunately DappleNet not using the barrier not using tension for FD.
Yeah, Crab just kind of bulldogging their way in right now and just staying in there. Ooh, goes to the parry, this Crab.
Unfortunately immediately conceding their turn there, and there you see Crab using that 2HS to just poke, but at the same time it achieves just beating the seal away from the screen.
You got a lot of screen to work with here, and she gets pushed out now. Oh, that has to be didn't hit at all?
Well, it happens.
Serious.
You take an opportunity to go to the other side, right? Batman struggles a little bit with the anti-airing game. The anti-air, not the most functional. Evil.
Crab just kind of zeroing in on the fact that Dapple doesn't seem to be used to blocking 5Ds or the Axel command grab, which how could you? Who's ever seen that in their life?
I mean, the thing that's so funny about Axel is, like, as a zoner, he just has every Shoto tool almost. Like, he's just missing your equivalent to a Tatsu. He has command grab, he has DP, he has kind of nice combos, he has mix, right? He just straight up has the overhead. and you're almost wondering like, what, really? Did we give this character all that, and still somehow is one of the worst in the game?
He's still ass.
It's still doo-doo. But like, if you play to somebody that has no idea what Axel does, right, that has these options, you really just kind of steamroll them for free.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go.
You would think he's the best character in the game.
Yeah, Axel is definitely one of the best characters in beginner brackets.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's him and Potemkin. These are like two big problem characters where it's just like, what can I do to beat him? And it's one of those things that when you do learn it, this character becomes trivial. If you don't learn it, it's like the most grueling thing to ever experience. Borderline wondering, it's like, okay, if these characters are insane and everyone's saying they're bottom tier, what do the top tiers look like?
Right, yeah. That is something about Xrd that I like a lot, is that all of the characters are kind of fucked up in their own ways.
I think you hear Xrd players talk about it a lot, that they hate insert matchups so much, as well as their own mirror matchups. Like, it's a game of hate, and it's almost beautiful in that regard. Okay, Scar picking up the Raven here.
Does he have a Raven sub?
So the thing with Scar is that he's kind of old head in the sense of like, from his locals, they would play literally in anything and everything, right? But it's kind of just like contained to the locals, so it isn't really proper Xrd, so to say, which qualifies him kind of as like this beginner intermediate player. And I think originally one of the characters he was playing was Raven.
I see. Well, great start for him here.
Yeah. I do wonder why he's picking Raven. I don't know if he just decides to not want to put Grumpy through the mirror matchup.
Again, after first to 5.
Because I know Scar is typically, like, he doesn't care for the mirror, but he will accommodate people that like dislike it a lot, and he plays their characters like, I'll pick something else.
Wow, what a read!
It was really like early one too, so he fully expected the jump in there from Grumpy, but we're slowly poking away at Grumpy. We haven't seen like too much big major aggression play, just kind of leveraging some of the longer paintbrush like normals from Raven to just call out approaches from Grumpy. Right, likely just hanging back, nothing to worry about.
This is a style of Raven I feel like you don't see that much. You just see people trying to force their way in with that needle YRC a lot of the time.
Yeah. And here we see one of the quintessential weaknesses of Raven, right? Like, typically most characters can just jump over the Gunflame with an air dash, especially. But not Raven, no, he head first into that.
Yeah, I imagine Gunflame is quite hard for Raven to deal with in this matchup.
Oh, I mean, you can see he could just find out how he can needle until, of course, he glides straight head first into a Gunflame.
Ooh. Oh, couldn't get the combo, unfortunate. Time is a factor.
Yeah, 7 seconds on the clock,
no.
and no!
Too early!
I think the YRC on the Gunflame extending the block frames means that the wild throw will just whiff, so Grumpy almost making that comeback, but still not able to cinch it out in the end. Here we go, back to playing it slow once more, letting Grumpy just run him down to the ground. Okay, we glides, we got those. Grumpy with the patience, fortunately giving a little up at the scratch, and there's the glide in. Gonna be bursting here before Raven gets too active. Tries to go again for a hard read, but this time Grumpy playing it a lot slower.
Unfortunately just gets hit by the glide after the YRC anyway.
Slash air to air, very nice. No JD though. Still finds the scratch RC, quickly run up. Develop that excitement build, not enough for the combo, but still we are getting that damage buff plus extensions possible. Grumpy trying to chase down Scar Novak here for any sort of hit to stick. Baiting into the break is interesting.
There you go. Oh no! Oh, just waiting. That's so unfortunate for Grumpy. A few drops crucial confirms here for Grumpy, and it's ones that you don't see Sol players drop that much.
I mean, the dust loop is always. It's like either you have it built into your heart, or you don't quite have it, and especially it's like one of those tricky things to lab down, because like, how often do you get the optimal point to like actually confirm these, and like whenever do you play against a character that's a little awkward on the confirms or like the weightings and stuff. But Grumpy, you're taking the full moment to go back to effectively CSS, to just think it through, right? This Scar Novak guy, he needs to be stopped.
He's got to be stopped. I think also the thing with the dust loops is that the height can vary so much depending on starter, and the little variance in how late or early your JDs can be, so can be quite hard to get them consistent.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Skarnovak kind of just letting Grumpy jump in a lot of the times for free. Aggressive burst wants to keep him in the corner, but man, already losing these interactions right off the bat just after that burst is a really painful way to see your resources be used. Trying to back away here. So this is an interesting style of Raven play because it is really poke oriented, which I might suggest more like unfamiliarity with the character than necessarily a cohesive plan, because I think too many times I've heard Raven players talk about that 2HS as like just a button to use is not a vibe.
Yeah, very easy to just counter poke it or go over it with an IID or something. Very slow button.
Certainly. And constantly Skarnovak trying to get these command grabs under the orb, but at some point it's just like, just run some pressure, dog. Oh, that one's gonna hurt. Grumpy, this is the time to cash out. Big dust loops. No, keeps it nice and simple. I respect it.
Nice.
And had enough meter for the Tyrant Rave, so, you know, both to just ended on a regular DP, but still excellent confirm. Big cash out. Also, Skarnovak hanging on to the burst. Wasn't too pressed by the whole situation. Ooh, big counter hit, but unfortunately trades, so can't quite get the confirm off of it. Still, advantage situation to run the pressure, tries to mash, and the Banner Revolver slipping under the burst.
Really unfortunate happening there. This is a really good run for Grumpy. Everything's in position. And
yeah, RC. Nice, good damage, gets that breakdown. DP for the Ender. He's a knockdown. What were you doing? 2S.
Oh no!
All straight into the Gratoria. Unfortunately, no excitement, so it's just going to be a stomp.
I wonder if that 2S was Gunflame YRC.
Ah, yeah, the delay sets up for the throw. Raven's so difficult to deal with on those glides. Big RC scratch from long range, gets a full run in, but unfortunately, drops a combo.
Oh!
Panic.
What a scary situation. Stretch out across about 30 seconds.
Alright, Scar committing to the Raven here, so no soul last minute swaps.
Believes in the Raven. That soul jump button kind of beating out the Raven 6P there, and that's what I'm kind of wondering, is that like the Scar just not believe in the Raven 6P to beat the soul air buttons? Which
I think it's timing dependent, but most of the times it's like when a player jumps at you from so far away while on Raven, you shouldn't be playing for the 6P more so. The 6P is for like really aggressive, like low to the ground jump-ins, but when you can kind of catch them being nice and slow, that's where 5HS shines as a button.
Absolutely. It's active, very active.
Active, hits that perfect diagonal angle that would also catch them grounded if they're not ready for it. But there's the glide in, finds that last overhead hit. Unfortunately, OTGs, but still able to get the needle out, slow down and briefly there for Grumpy. Jumping into the buttons. Ooh. Tried to do something there, I didn't quite catch it. Oh! No, and the scratch drops. Oh, you
really
did P into scratch. Nice. Good DP, wants to get out of there ASAP. Wants to jump in, goes for the burst. Wants to try and play for a bit of neutral here with these lows. Unfortunately, OTGing. Jumping
Great
out.
jump out.
Yeah, but losing his interactions very frequently. Good block on the dust. Get a quick minor punish in, but yeah, you're not scratching them high enough. Reglides, scratch fall. Grumpy opting to just move away, but the
scary burst.
Caught out by the glide.
Going under the needle 2D, awesome.
Yeah, definitely a very smart choice to go for a Soul. That 2D, the low profile of the gods. And there you see that 2HS being a really painful move to use in neutral. And
what a counter hit.
Dead Scar.
Great showing from Grumpy. Looked like they were kind of falling apart a bit at the start, but pulled it back.
Yeah, I just realized how to win these interactions a lot more. But also the fact that I mean, it's the unfamiliarity from the side of Scar Novak on Raven that means that, you know, he has to win a lot more interactions to actually win a round, whereas with Grumpy already having, you know, the good pressure, the good confirms here and there, and whenever they do win a big counter hit battle, right, that also just having the cash out combo overall just sets them up for greater success, and in this factor, right, wins them the whole set. Also, I got a quick lore from Scar Novak. He played Raven in protest to having to play Grumpy for the solo team kill. Here we go. Crisis Core versus Velvet Wolf. Another ZFer and also a proud ex-Zerdian here trying to make his big mark and learn the game a little more deeper. He's been doing great strides on Faust, and already we can see just being super in control against Baiken, but Velvet Wolf able to force their way in now, gets that dust loop set up. Unfortunately, OTGs, I think this might be Faust being an extra tall character, so it could be a little awkward.
Yeah, Faust Spark's very, very awkward.
First thing out, there's the bomb. Plays a little slow in the air. Give him a quick donut meal, but immediately take away all that bonus health.
Yum. Ooh, going through the other side with Morikomi.
Yeah, oh wait, that's dead.
Yeah. A little bit too ambitious with the super there. But showing he's willing to send it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, what Crisis has down a lot of times is like when he's fairly certain you will do some kind of reversal option, he will let, like, if he has bomb out, he'll let the bomb deal with it, otherwise he's baiting you out with paper bag. 6P grab OS not quite working out. Not able to escape the Baiken pressure, just kind of eating a lot of dirt at the moment. And this is the full combo, double Azami. Still getting the burst out of Velvet Wolf.
Nice.
Is a fine compromise there for Crisis Core.
Hang it up. Those stuff flips on Baiken can be quite hard to get at times. The throw just going through the meteor is awesome. Another meteors?
Yeah, we should check his PC sometime. Also, I just realized you have your mod on stream.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's fine. Holding these on me. That's the third meteor this round.
Yeah, let's throw a fourth one. Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
I mean,
Didn't get the follow-up fast enough.
FDC really nice.
The incident. Yes, gets it that time. Full combo. Oh no! You gotta guess right here. Guess the right one. No! It was the second one! You were right! Oh no.
Kind of built nice like that. Damn. But yeah, unfortunately, Velvet not quite on the guessing game just yet. So Crisis Core taking that first one.
It was really close though. Good showing from Velvet so far.
I think what we're seeing is that Crisis Core is definitely having a bit of trouble dealing with the fact that Baiken has means to advance through his items, specifically like the Suzerain or just running up Azami, where normally Crisis Core is like, oh, I have this out and I can quickly get an item toss in or something. And then suddenly Baiken's in your face.
Baiken a really, really good character at forcing you to play her game.
Certainly, but there we go. Crisis Core going his way, finds that low, early immediate burst from Velvet. This is a run up, 6P has had enough, but there's the tech to J2K. Man, that's such a devious thing to do, just tech J2K. It's so hard to deal. On the pickups.
Oh, what a combo! Incredible.
Elven Shadow, hello. Round start J2K, round start Suzerain. The matchup may be cooked, I fear. You go. Yeah, immediately see Velvet Wolf just try to take the leverage on the life lead to play from afar, force Crisis Core to commit in, but the bomb immediately switching that around. Now stuck in the corner. There's the command grab. Misses the link to get the pickup in the corner. No. Oh.
What kind of pickup was that?
Very active, going my way, getting that last tick of hit in there. Burst? The trap? Yeah. Yes!
I agree with the burst, honestly. Yeah. You don't want to get Baiken momentum.
Oh, certainly not. I think when you're, you know, this it's also a health situation thing, right? Like, when you have so much health still, to just burst to deny any bit of momentum, like you said. But if they do just manage to scramble their way back in and try to tussle and are scoring hits on you, it's kind of to your benefit because, well, for one, you can still challenge to close out the round, but they're just refunding you the burst you spent.
We have a Grumpy and Dingus up yet next. I believe both of these are golden fish holders, so candidates for graduating from this bracket if they win. Gay little guy finds its move.
Great video, that one.
Everybody's joining my streamer. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that video.
But indeed, two golden fish holders. I think Dingus came a little later to the party and was one of the invaders who was like, oh shit, beginner bracket, let me tap in. And kind of been all in, like, it's kind of been a mutual handshake to just gatekeep Grumpy.
Yeah.
It's certainly been here a very decent amount, a long time, but yeah, I think the intermediate part of the beginner bracket has certainly expanded.
Yeah, they've shown up. Grumpy's been showing a lot of improvement though, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, if you definitely want to try and graduate away, then you gotta. Fortunately, having a tough time dealing with these Faust options. Good awareness from Dingus to instead give up the guaranteed confirm there due to the bomb explosion. Finding a nice little interesting RC routing to finish it off, and very much just in control against Grumpy's Faust. Soul, sorry. Oh, a bit too spicy. A bit too spicy again. I think one of the important things to remember at playing against Faust is that the air, high committal, be careful.
Yes.
Because Faust has these great anti-airing buttons, 5k, 2k, 6p, also just anti-air the gods, but here we go, Grumpy finding the in at last. Then that knockdown off the DP, what kind of OKD we have? Just goes for the safe jump, 6HS.
What a run under!
Yeah, very smart, good awareness there from Dingus. Now just backing away. Scalpel pull happen, and just you know, has the patience here, the time. Black hole come out, get ready for infinite pressure.
Oh, got a little bit too ambitious there, giving Grumpy a chance to run this back, but the blitz.
Yeah, immediately down to that last tick of health to try and play with here. Item screen is being littered with items, trying to go for that 6p, but the break delaying. Unfortunately, no punish on the burst, but still trapped in the corner. It's the Faust near, is this enough to kill? We have Tyrant Rave.
Oh no, Grumpy, no! No, what a run under he knew! Spending the burst! Wants it now, oh god! FTC.
That is something that Dingus really has down. It was very difficult for me to first play against Dingus because I was so used to playing Crisis Core, who barely uses FDC, but Dingus is really just like constantly FDCing, just has that input down to a T.
It is a foul maneuver.
But you know, enjoy your 14 frame overhead. Ah, misses the link, unfortunately. Tries to go for another scalpel pull, but has that life lead now to just play it slow. Oh, the big baby. No anti-air. We are really letting Souls get away with Riot Stamp there, huh?
Almost a really good RC on the burst, but can't quite punish, but really good to have that on.
Oh, yeah, the mini Faust, so difficult to kind of navigate in there when that thing is just flying on the screen. Trying to get the run in, but good challenge from Grumpy, unfortunately. Catches the dust a little too soon, but there it is, another one. Needs this big cash out to try and equalize the health. Should be getting a knockdown here, slight life advantage for Dingus. 6HS connects with no counter hit, does get the pickup, and there is a chance here for Grumpy, taking around one away from tying up the set. Very nice.
Really good conversion on the jumping edge into the JD.
Ooh, a bit of pressure, get the run under, make sure to put them in towards the corner, knockdown is secured. Go for the safe. Oh, empty jump low, never mind. Might have been a safe jump.
Street Fighter 4 maneuvers.
Certainly. Jazz, tough time here for Dingus to find the escape. Going my way, dead angle. I like it. Just put him back into the corner. No chance to build any momentum for yourself. OTG into the gunflame. There's a run-up wild throw. Burst is available, but no chance. The wild throw damage is enough. And Grumpy, pretty resounding comeback here.
Yeah, it looks like it's taking Grumpy a round or two to turn on today in each match, but it's just once they're on, they're on.
Yeah, definitely a risk factor when playing into first to two formats, right? Is that you don't have the luxury to adapt compared to, well, first to three or any long set you might play for casuals. So for Grumpy to have to sacrifice a game is a bit sus, but it's looking well worth it.
Yeah, they're very in control here. Look at that! Run up 6P, full screen.
Yeah, definitely one of the best options for Sol to play this matchup, right? 6P traditionally not the best anti-air, but my goodness, does it help counter poke. There's the throw reset and the stun. Grumpy on that set point, very nice.
Fully in control here after a shaky start.
Oh, spoke too soon.
Feeling themselves. Big boy is on screen.
Yeah, trading away here. We see Grumpy trying to force an entry, but unfortunately, all these Faust items has denied the gameplay. But Dingus not hitting the link on the scalpel pull is really costing a lot, not only damage, but just Oki. And like, being stuck in this corner hasn't been doing him any favors. Trying to crawl away, but I don't know, not anti-airing, not responding. There's the jump out finally, but immediately the DP chasing down, heavy slash, 6HS, get the bandit bringer in there, and deny beat, base the burst, but no punish. Still locked into the corner, get that OTG going. Finally, 6P's out, and there's a meteor to follow up.
Dingus looks rattled. Searching for anything here to try and even it up.
Okay, hits the link this time. Very nice.
Oh no, the meteors! Bursts!
Yeah, there's only a pixel health left. Oh no, that's a 6P. Yeah, I don't know why the camera slowed down. We know which one's there.
Oh my god. Anti-airing with the DP. Oh, just running in half screen for the wild throw. Drops the combo, but that's okay. Goes for it again, but too early. I really like that RC. Navigating Faust with shit perfectly here.
A good recognition to RC that J2K being I-beat in the air is not really conducive to keeping your pressure running. Unfortunately, Grumpy getting the in, but there's the meteors to deny immediately the pressure built. Falls into a donut, very nice anti-air with the hammer.
Oh my god.
The scalpel pull through the gun flame, and Grumpy is going to be cut short here, down to the loser side.
He got meteors again, also. So even if Grumpy navigated around that, those meteors.
Yeah, very fortunate there for Grumpy, right? Had indeed a lot of good control moments, but I don't know what really happened there. Dingus seemed to find a way to slip out from a lot more pressure, and then, you know, items went a little more favorable, especially the use of I mean, just getting a meteor out, stopping stopping whatever Grumpy has scored as a win. Knockdown? Nope, meteors. My turn.
They're really just rolling well on the gacha that match.
For real. If only you could actually swipe your credit card to just roll more meteors. There you go. Faust Potemkin. So this is one of those matchups that it's not entirely doomed for Potemkin, right? Like, Faust, a lot of people will look at as like, oh, but he has Far Slash, he has Scalpel Pull. This character is a good keep away, poke out character, but the best pressure that Faust has available is in your face.
Yeah, his 2K.
Among many others, right? Ooh.
Nice air throw. And the thing about it is also that Marks has got to know this matchup pretty well by now with all the Fausts in RRC.
Certainly. But unfortunately, kind of having a hard time dealing here. Able to get that pot busted through the jackpot bomb, but dead angle. Crisis Core smells blood in the water. Do we have this pickup? Gets the knockdown there. Quick JHS to check in the air. 6P, but now playing it slow, right? Has that life lead to play for, and 5K actually beating JD.
Something actually punishing JD for the first time in human history.
Take notes, everybody. This needs to be in the history books. Oh, nobody though. Oh. Yeah, good smart from Crisis Core. A lot of times we see Marks just standing right above you, going for that JD to try and bait a anti-air response, but instead Crisis is like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna reposition. It's all good.
That's the burst there, more or less. Good flick.
Yeah, just trying to play a stall out in the air. Big. I thought he was almost gonna go for the Faust Classic, right? Door YRC throw.
Yeah. They've got so much meter here as well.
Don't have Guts Crush, sadly, but still down to that final pixel IB and the jump away. Just good keep out there overall when you have the life lead. So the awareness is definitely on point for Crisis.
Yeah, almost impossible at that point to make that comeback.
Game number 2. You already see Crisis Core just playing a little slow, sets up into the spring trap, but not quite a lot of damage being dealt. But the Meteor is sure to change that.
There's too many meteors on my stream today.
Hey, it's Crisis Core Faust. What'd you expect?
True.
Oh, run up the stair down, but still, Crisis Core brave enough to press the first one, and there we go. Normally, like all the armor moves from, or like the armor from Hammerfall makes it pretty nice to trade into buttons, but just the 2K from Faust being 2 hits is gonna make that a big chore to get through. But the Crisis Core now an absolute tear, 1 round away, set point.
Yeah, Hammerfall was probably kind of the big neutralizing factor in neutral here, but 2K just able to deal with it so well.
Certainly. Also got to be careful that 6P. Fast reaches high, and oh, if you get counter hit. Poison denies you the quick O key that you thought you might have gone there, but there's a bomb. Doesn't have the flick timing. This is something you have to be certainly very careful when playing into Faust. Good RC. Let's punish that J2K. Unfortunately, the scaling doesn't quite land a lot of damage. Gold Burst still blocking the Poison Cloud, not able to escape the corner. And again, the Poison Cloud.
Big chance for Marks.
Yeah, good call out. I've seen Crisis Core consistently jump out of pressure, says, you know what, I've had enough. Get on the ground, squat wreck.
Really, really good Heavenly there.
Playing it slow, paper bag, good blocks. Let's get that knockdown going. Looking for a way to find it. Was that Jackpot Meteor?
I think that was Jackpot, yeah.
Yep.
Block this.
Yeah, block this Final Fantasy Meteor. It's gonna be awesome.
Goodness, that was a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, if you don't block it, it's gonna have a grand old time. Another Meteor.
Oh my god.
Good
Bursting
burst though,
through
able
the
to
meteor.
get right through it. Throw one more Meteor, it's gonna be awesome. Oh no, just doors.
Oh! They're listening. They heard you say it.
Very, very nicely done there by Crisis Core. Listen, if you're interested in playing Faust, all I can advise is just throw Meteors.
Absolutely, just roll better.
You roll better. Like, Crisis Core is making a very intentional decision to throw Meteors out. I can't. This is so anybody actually interested in Faust, no, it's RNG. It's like, he's getting really lucky, but still,
It's like when you throw a Pokeball and you're a kid and you press up and A on like the second wobble, and then it guarantees the capture.
Man, the good old days before the internet was like well documented with all this game stuff. You literally hear like murmurs on the playground like, yo, I found this secret thing, right? If you go over here and do this and that, like you'll find this thing, and it's just your friend just giga trolling you, and of course being their friend, you want to believe in it, so you dive head first only to be met with disappointment.
The shit they read on game FAQs. Beat the Elite Four 20 times and then you get to fight the Oxys at the Moss Deep Space Center.
There you go.
Times.
I keep getting Helium any advice. So www.cheatengine.com, right? So you're gonna throw a couple items. Make sure that after each item throw, right, you're just checking for different seeds, right? Just get that memory address. and then find whatever the pointer is, or so find the memory pointer, then set whatever the address code has to be for meteors, and then you should be good.
It's as easy as that.
Yeah. Or ask KCOTS to like fix that up for you.
That was KCOTS.
That was KCOTS, definitely. Just working his black magic on this game, honestly.
Scar, get off the fucking cab. Get this guy out of here.
Just warming the seat.
I was about to kick him from the room.
We do a light bit of trolling, just a light bit of trolling.
We got Velvet Wolf versus Crablock. Viking versus Axel. I think I played this matchup like 5 times total in my life.
So of those 5 times, what do you think of it?
No idea. I just press Azami and hope.
Yeah, that's fair. Azami did a big one lunging attack. It seems pretty like the counterplay against Axel.
Very aggressive Suzerains and Kabaris so far from Velvet.
Certainly. Suzerain can like has one or more ticks of guard.
It guards infinity mid or high attacks, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely something that's very nice for Velvet Wolf to try and throw out here and there, but of course, the ever so devious 2HS can cut that short.
Probably Axel's best tool.
Alright, there's the command grab. I think this is the most times we've seen Axel players go for the command grab. Still, Azami hits the first time, no follow-up, and the second one gets parried out.
You're in a very bad spot here.
Yeah, aggressive burst, unfortunately dropping the combo. Wow, somehow able to slip to the other side, still jumping away, but on a very major life deficit. That run momentum really sent that move flying away.
Cabri, oh, RC's it for a better combo, interesting.
Yeah, but unfortunately it doesn't quite end it in a knockdown. Has to scramble once more, still very close to closing out this round. Nice counter hit, no mash out just yet from Crab, and that's gonna cost them the game.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to worry about dropping the dust loop that time. I can, she kind of hits like a truck when she hits.
Definitely, certainly. Like some of these normals, when she starts off a combo with that, oof.
Yeah, that JD just chunks you.
Good run up, early burst there from Crab, wants to take control back as soon as possible by keeping Velvet Wolf at a distance. Cross-up does connect, unfortunately no pickup, but still able to consistently bully at Velvet here. Getting these small pokes, and as well as the burst out. Just waiting for the readjustment, always a classic. No knockdown, put himself in the corner, but still a good life lead means that you can play this at your own pace. You still have to play it though.
Yeah, going for the Sparrowhawk stance there, and Velvet just getting right over it. Running that 2H more now that they've seen the Suzerain come out.
Certainly. I mean, you can also 2HS, no? 2HS should be a low.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hits, cancels nicely into Sickle Flash.
It's a good button.
Something I like to see from Crab is just letting the Sickle Flash rock without going for up. Because it's fine,
you don't
right?
always
Like,
have to go for it.
Sometimes just letting the Sickle Flash on itself, just do the thing, charge up a next one immediately is going to do you a lot of favors. But here we go, Velvet Wolf with a nice aggressive opening, does get the loop this time, and the knockdown to boot. Tommy, oh,
nice. Oh. That's huge. Drops it, but that's okay.
It's okay if they win.
Yeah.
We'll do that now. Yes, good.
I think that even if they didn't win there, going for it was the important thing. Like going for it and getting it.
Yeah, I mean, yes, no, because they were round downs if they didn't win off that. You know, that's the game to Crab. But you know, winning that situation puts him in a very lovely spot, right? Next to no burst for Crab, so whatever major hit he scores, it's it's all damage. Ooh, that was funky.
Oh no.
Nice, big pickups. Doesn't get the knockdown still, so a chance for Velvet Wolf, but And this life deficit is a hard one to make the comeback for. Tries to go for the parry, but there's a low. Jump in with the Tommy match, forcing the pressure. Full meter to play with. Doesn't get that. Yozansen RC. Nice little pickup. Do we get the loops?
Let's for it again. Combo. No. I wonder if maybe they were already pressing something after the RC because it could have FD'd, but...
I think so. I think it was a full send there, but unfortunately they RC'd too fast. And I think they were expecting like to fall down to the ground to get the slash pickup, right? But it happened so fast that they YC'd in the air and also just did JS.
Yeah,
presumably.
that's... Oh, that can't be what you want. Yeah, this turned out off real quick, don't we? My bad.
We just did a burst bait, huh?
If it works, it works.
Kind of based. I'm wondering if like there's a strat to it, because you can cancel your normals into taunt to just freeze yourself there, taunt in their face, and just have whatever they do with is the ultimate BM.
There's probably a character who has a taunt that goes low profile enough. Ooh.
Definitely very nice suzerain there. So Velvet Wolf now on set point. See what they got to close it out here, or if they're gonna succumb. Trying to get that 6K, going for some hitbox, hurtbox shenanigans, but not quite working out.
Trying to charge the Spiral Hawk to unblockable level there.
Yeah, that's definitely an important thing to deal with against Axel players when they try to charge up the Spiral Hawk stance. Is do press it on them, because at some point it will be unblockable. So you might want to try and force them out to at least use it, right?
Yeah, it's a big knowledge check.
Certainly. There's the RC, get the pickup. Not quite, but at least gets a run under, right? So Velvet now stuck into the corner.
Out of the corner.
Nice down throw.
Can't get the combo, unfortunate. And now you're in the corner against Spiken again. Not where you want to be.
Yeah, still able to tussle a bit, right? You have the life lead, so you can trade at Velvet Wolf here. Like, even if it doesn't go all the time in your favor, or you're both trading, a trade war only has Crab as a victor written.
Really, maybe not so much anymore now. Oh, that could be it if they can finish this combo. Ah, no, unfortunately.
So about even, and that will do it. Very nice. The 6K just hitting raw in the follow-up counter, but still good stuff from Velvet. Able to close it out 2-1.
Advancing on to top 5 in their first RRC, I believe.
All these intermediate players coming out of the woodworks, huh? Very nice.
Next, we're gonna have Faye locked in the Gorilla Cage.
I mean, it is Gorilla versus Gorilla, so, you know, Faye is at home. It's no worries. Have to play Scar. Get on there. Come on. But the early discussion of taunt reminded me of if anybody ever watches Salty and they see Psychedelic Pet play, sometimes he'll weave the taunt into his pressure.
That's foul.
Like he'll do pressure, then you suddenly see Potemkin kneeling down, and immediately he counter hits you because your brain goes, oh, he's doing a taunt, let me take my turn. But he knows that, right? So he's setting up the taunt intentionally to bait a response out of you. But you know, eyesight, the electrons firing off in your brain, turning into a signal to your hands takes much longer than your opponent being like, I'm going to taunt press buttons. They already know what's going to happen.
Yeah, also, who's ever seen Potemkin's taunt before, right? You gotta actually register that it's a taunt and then realize you have to do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Similarly, like, Elfeld has the same kind of like application in her own pressure, in the sense that she can like run a string on you and just Pineberry pull on your face, which is kind of has you look like, oh, I just let her do that. Oops.
Yeah. It's my turn when she does that, but is it?
Is it? Yeah, like, are you reacting fast enough? And then when they do a really predictable Pineberry pull situation and they instead do not Pineberry pull and you get counter hit, it feels really bad. But
yeah,
Scar Novak just going all over Faye right now, not giving her her a moment's rest to try and get themselves started. Oh,
right,
yeah, second hit an overhead. Do mind that.
Scary, horrible. Hit the blockage.
Big punish time. Let's go. Unfortunate.
Alright, can she get us started here? Yeah, doesn't want to deal with that at all. Understandable.
OTGs, but the lightweight, need to time that a little better. Oh no, but fainted. Could have had a big pickup. Scar having a little too much fun here. This is the ultimate critical downfall of Scar. If he's not like, if he gets the feeling that the matchup isn't entirely like evenly skill level, he'll start trolling.
Yeah. We saw that against Grumpy last week at Burst of 5.
Yeah. Oh, no, that was intentional from Scar. He just wanted to go apeshit to see if Grumpy would slide into it.
And they did.
Yeah, and they did, and it costed them.
Oh my god. Swanging on the 2D.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no!
Reverse fade. Oh, a little too high there. Ball splat, but just to grab Viper. You just look at the situation and be like, what can I glean from the Soul character? And it's just like, oh, he just does shit and it works.
Everything just working out for Scar Novak, bending the universe to his will.
Certainly. Yeah. Very difficult to deal with Fafnir, especially if you've just blocked a Fafnir. It's rarely in your favor to do anything.
Yes,
you have
absolutely.
to IV those.
You don't even get a punish, you just get to take your turn, which is still not great against Soul.
True. RC, interesting run. Oh, unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Oda re-jumps in. Goes for 2S there. Is able to catch Scar getting the jump in. Trying on that pressure a bit, but there's the blitz full hold, and oh no, presses into it, gets the crumple state. And 168 has been very bold from Scar to believe that would kill. Oh yeah, very nice. Heavy slash, being able to, you can just go into the multi-gun shot without the first one connecting. Can stop just right stamping, but there is the air throw reset. Going for the JPs, 6HS, the good gunshot challenge on the feint. Over.
I'm just standing there. Oh no.
Oh, he really wanted the bait there.
He really wanted the burst bait, yeah.
Man, that was also so evil. Soul can actually run under projectiles a lot of the times because he just, oh, fuck man, just do combo please.
What?
He's just getting wild throws. He's like, I can.
He's trying to style.
Oh,
hey, you gotta win. You gotta win.
I know what he wants. He wants to do the he wants to do the stale devil, which is run under gunflame off the wild throw.
No, he was going for the run under gunflame. Right. Yeah. Evil man.
See, on one hand of Exert plays, you have people that are earnestly trying to improve as a collective, get together and grind, and then you have Scar Novak.
The terror.
The terror. Old head that knows how to play a bunch of fighting games, just not this one specifically, and you're getting hit with years and years of knowing how to read the player and beat them.
Years and years of footsies.
I need to convert people to BB Euchre. Facts. I mean, I have this one to flashbang stream with real quick, which is really funny.
Awesome, thank you, Grumpy. Where are my players? Where?
No, there's no players here. There's only only Blaze Bluers now.
Only jokers.
I dare you to sit down in that cab. No, I'm working. Sorry, bro. I'm on the clock here.
Grumpy versus Velvet Wolf. A little bit more of a more measured Soul now after Scar Novak.
Certainly. I wonder how this is going to go down, right? Because I think one of the benefits of Soul has that wild throw going for him, right? So when you have the right read on pressure and you think to Azami out, is when you might just eat over throw instead.
Yes. Feels very bad to get your Azami wild throwing. One of the benefits that Viking has in this matchup is that JS, if you do see a wild throw coming out, it's very easy to just a gunflame coming out. It's easy to IAD over it in JS and get a punish.
But that's the crux of it. You have to see it coming.
Yes.
It's not anything as clear cut as simply let me just Azami through pressure. It would be awesome. Oh, Ooh, the meaty Tatami, very nice. Also getting that Yozansen. Unfortunately, doesn't get the air dash, but Tatami counter hitting out of the DP, getting a quick pickup, and there's the throw for the kill. Velvet Wolf, a round up, working nicely here. So shout outs to Guilty Gear Overture. The Raven team is awesome.
It was kind of crazy. Ooh, just text into the gunflame, unfortunate. Yeah, and there you go.
Yeah, wild throw on the Azami. You think you can use your funny character to escape from situations, but oh baby, sometimes
there is no
you just
escape.
get dumped into the ground.
Going for it again. And again.
And again, there's the Azami. That's not the response you want to wild throws.
Yeah, Grumpy seems to just kind of want to turn off the Azami here. Velvet using a lot of jump back to Tommy, which I think is not the play here. Sol's run speed is a little bit too fast. If the wild throw again, but doesn't get the run. Might have worked if they gotten the run. 3 times in a row with the riot stomp.
Yeah, sometimes we just gotta check, does the opponent know how to deal with this?
I guess so.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Sees Velvet just continually going for the Uzami. Is not going to deviate there, but good response from Velvet.
Certainly. Getting out of Tatami, goes for the burst here, has to, right, to try and make the chance here. Almost gets the pickup here, but has a slight life advantage, and there is the sweep. Forced to be a little longer in the Suzerain frames due to the guard. He's able to get that nice punish to the 2D. So Grumpy, 1 game lead. Oh no, you can't burst Fafnir. Don't work like that.
No, yeah, it's a very dangerous thing to do because you can just hold back and block it.
Yeah, they can run at you and hold back and block it. It's
Oh, the stun. Biken's very low stun character.
Oh really? Okay.
Yes. Oftentimes I get hit by Slayer and then like the next hit will just stun me. It's miserable.
Oh my goodness. Fucking Slayer character, amazing.
Right.
But start for Velvet Wolf here. Does find the low, able to get the corner combo. Not quite OTG. They maybe escape there for Grumpy, as they are now trying to find a hit to stick with. But Velvet Wolf leveraging the life lead here just to be a little bit of a nuisance. Jump around, let that JS do this talking. But there's a DP reaching for the skies, putting Velvet now into the corner, and the wild throw as always. Do we have this pickup? We do. Dust loops? We do.
Very nice. Oh. I for the run flame commander there, but Takio Johnson.
Yeah, that's
esoteric
option,
options.
Personally, put it on a C tier of tech button options for for Pyken.
Yeah, not the best option she has after attack, but it worked.
It worked. It worked. At Lamau, it worked. We need to do it every time now because it worked.
Ooh. The difficult spot for Velvet here. Yeah, just doesn't want Velvet to get his game started at all. Nice conversion. The run flame this time.
Oh, a little too far away for the break.
Nice YRC. Recognized that Tommy was going the wrong way. Nice bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, not able to like get deep enough for that Tommy to connect on Oki. Maybe missing a micro dash before the air dash in, but pressing into the gun flame, and that is Grumpy. Taking it 2-0.
Saving their life.
Oof. Yeah, certainly nice stuff there from Grumpy. Just immediately knowing how to call out those Azamis, constantly leveraging the wild throw, because you put the Biken in a really scary game state. Because normally the Biken player is just sitting there going like, oh, I have Azami, I can kind of cheese my way through a lot of pressure by just letting the parry do the work. But then you come against a character that says like, no, oh, you just want to stand there for free? Dope. Let's get it going then. And it's a similar thing that you encounter when playing into Potemkin a lot, right? As Biken, like Potemkin a little slower compared to Saul, of course, but that command grab game is much scarier, especially when you're thinking to Azami through his pressure in some regard. But here we go. Speaking of Potemkin, we got Scar Novak versus Marks the Dragon. So we'll see if Scar has enough of a challenge today to not entirely troll his way through the game.
I'm praying for his downfall.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that seems to be the right answer, right? Pray for his downfall that he might actually lock in.
I need this guy to start thinking.
See, the funny thing is, he is thinking. It's just the output is painful to watch. Oh.
What a heavenly. Marks loves this super, I think.
I think all Potemkin's plays do. The audience loves that super for sure.
Oh,
bursting.
No, give Scar the chance to burst.
Maybe he's, but not really taking the turn off of it. Nice, just DPs through the pressure, walking
What's
at
that?
him. Oh, baits out the pop bust, and there's the burst from.
That's the burst.
Oh. a little too spicy there in the end. He certainly had Mark shook for a bit though. Like Mark was like, oh, fuck, I'm kind of getting called out here a bit. On. Plus frames. Good idea. Trying to take it patient, but still maintaining a bit of distance away from Marks, right? So that he doesn't quite get hit by Hammerfall too easily.
That is a full risk bar. That's scary. Uh-oh. Oh, it didn't do anything. Never mind. It's chill.
It's chill.
I'm being the Fafnir very good. Interrupting with the pop buster. Ooh.
Oh my god. Yeah, but not the greatest damage has been piled on by Scar so far, right? He's winning small interactions, big bait, but no punish on the dead angle.
Oh my god.
Okay, man. Okay, man.
Wanted to get the
time, no heavy slash. It's a knockdown. Tries to go for OTG, Gunflame, force it to block, do another one. Time to flick.
Trying to go for the flick.
Yeah, the YRC slowing down the flick, so he couldn't come out actually properly to get that that projectile out, instead of just trading. And ooh, flick just joint.
That's not actually beating the pop backdash.
I mean, where can Pot go when just Soul is flying at you with his foot out?
60 miles per hour.
Exactly, but a great anti there from Marks. Denying the Bandit Bringer, getting a knockdown to the Heat Knuckle, but still jump in. Hammerfall does connect. There's the burst from Skarnovak, wants to put Marks in the corner ASAP with the excellent jump over the Fafnir. Still losing out on the stare down. RC for the extension. Skarnovak trying to catch out as much damage. Drops the dust loop sadly, but still no tech from Marks. 5P mash, get the knockdown.
Oh, ooh. Really reading that. Nothing doing. Nice block. I saw that stick wiggling. Sanding it.
Yeah, low profiling underneath, but a little too late on the jump. That's going to be the 6P for Marks. First game going his way. This is a stressful one.
I'm stressed.
Was it the pickup? Yeah, that was a tight link to get going. Also, the air dash in JPs is a really smart decision by Scar because, you know, pop backdash, only one frame punishable, but that's no problem if you're just constantly sending out a hitbox.
Yeah, it'll break the armor on Hammerfall as well.
Up near plus faves, baits out the blitz, just backing away, a little too far away for the 6P to connect. Just lets the ground Viper rip. It's an odd choice.
Getting a little too excited here. We got those?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, very nice. Time Rave though.
Yeah, that'll work.
Rave.
That was a really, really good combo from Marks. Really impressed by that.
Yeah, there's certainly 6K into the Hammerfall break. No easy challenge, right? No easy feat because 6K is a forward input into, you know, quickly charging back for the Hammerfall.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
backdash.
And you gotta be careful. That's where those JPs are for instead of using jump slash.
Ooh. Running the gunflame Loki over and over.
Yeah, I see like, hey, does Marks have a reaction? There we go. Finally, the Hammerfall has thought of a way through and immediately it does work out.
Can't get the punish here, yeah.
Sad part about Potemkin. Gets hit though. First. Right stamp going over the slide head. Flick does come out this time. Gets knocked down on his ass. Meaty 5k. Very nice. Hammerfall Oki. But the challenge.
You block this? Yes, you can. You can't block that though.
That's a throw. Sadly, big pickups here. And that knockdown, Gunflame feint, sets up for the perfectly meaty timed Gunflame, but the 6 HS wasn't ready though for the pickup.
Oh my god. Oh, is that gonna kill?
No. Oh,
Just about enough. No chance to burst there. Mark's on match point here.
Yeah, Scar does need to make this count, however, if he wants to keep the run alive.
He needs to chill out a little bit. But I don't think he will.
Yeah, I don't think he will either. He's just sitting there going like, let me see if I can catch you pressing. But yeah, the Bandit Bringers have been properly anti-aired by Marks, so that's definitely a very important thing that you immediately have to get past against the Souls. Can you deal with his Bandit Bringers properly?
Mm-hmm. Oh, tried to reach. Very lucky to not get the burst baited there on the Fafnir.
Mm-hmm.
Hiccup revolver. This guy.
He might be a simulation. Oh! Very nice. He's gonna do a grip of damage. Shouldn't quite be killed, but immediately it marks the Dragon's favor. This health lead situation.
One Popbuster kills.
Surprised he didn't press. I need to quickly tell Mega Fist is Giga minus, even on hit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Now what? No way!
Uh-oh, stinky.
Oh my god.
Got a little too excited there, Mr. Scar Novak.
Ah, Guilty Gear has rewarded the right people today.
The people who practice versus the people who troll. There is hope in this land.
Oh, that was awesome.
I'm usually getting DM'd by okay. I think he had stick problems.
Winners finals time. We're going to have William H.S. Burroughs II versus Gale Koi finds its move.
Oh, we're having a Faust mirror matchup?
Yep.
Many
such cases.
We need to burn the whole thing down. We need to get out of here. You're training the next generation to be Faust players? Come on.
Listen, they have free will.
That's the problem. All that free will to light on Faust. Nah.
Like, there's no option in this game that's good. No option that's gonna get you past the pearly gates.
Yeah, that's something Xrd is the problem.
That's
Here we
the
go.
game.
Faust. This one is a bit of a devilish one because Faust hates the mirror. It's truly and utterly doomed for Faust because it's whoever presses the button first and starts winning harder is the overall winner.
Whoever gets the better item first.
That too, but also
See?
Quick item, bomb out. But you get the knockdown route. Like, what does Faust have to deal with his own pressure? Nada.
I wonder if he can crawl under the FDC overhead.
That would be one hell of a call out.
Oh my god. Knock knock.
Knock knock, you get the door opened on you, okay. Good option there from... Oh, it's Dingus on this. Wait, no, you got the name swap. Grr.
Did I? Oh, whoops.
Yeah. I was looking at it. Good thing I recognize their Steam tags. But yeah, Crisis Core getting that first round scalpel pull. And this is an interesting difference, right? Crisis Core are not too comfortable with things like FTCs, as well as doing the scalpel pull link, but certainly has his merits in other parts of the Faust gameplay, whereas you see Dingus just constantly doing FEC, scalpel pull, links, and whatnot. See, I think where Crisis Core's expertise more lie is in throwing meteors.
Yeah, just rolling better.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, trying to go for air challenges against Faust, unadvisable.
This is a really good situation for Crisis Core here. Oh no, it doesn't convert.
No, J2K from that height does not convert, sadly. Like, still able to win the final interaction, getting that round for himself. And winners finals doesn't mean that it's going to be a first to 3, so there is still space here for Dingus to adapt. But yeah, the reason that Faust like to do FTC JK is because the J2K from a lot of heights will not confirm unless you get the counter hit.
I see.
If anything, you hit them like at a really high height, like on hit, you're minus.
Yes.
Is it a bad
Potentially punishable.
Oh my god. I hate Pogo.
That was a foul command grab.
Definitely. Okay, there's Black Hole. It angles
like
away,
that,
doesn't want
like
to give him
that.
any chance on the pressure. Unfortunately, puts him into food, but there's the YRC Flower. Set up a little bit of pressure. Nice strings. Tries to IB through it, but to no
Meteors
avail.
on the way.
And there is the Meteors. You're not leaving this corner, big dog.
Ah, there is no escape. Okay, little cart is being kept in the pasture.
No move for you. Nice, good anti-air. Doesn't want to be put into any of that re-jump to shenanigans. Big Faust forcing an end to the pressure there from Dingus. Good anti-air. J2K catching the JD. Sets down the Black Hole, but so much is littering the screen. It's difficult for Dingus actually to extend on his own pressure.
There's so much screen pollution. I'm having a hard time telling whose item is whose.
It doesn't matter. It's an item on the screen, and if it's a bomb, right, they have to both respect it.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it's bombs. You both gotta respect it.
I guess so, even if it's the paper bomb.
That's interesting. Scalpel pull here. Oh, yeah, big door. Mini Faust going the wrong way. Awesome. We'd love to see it.
That's okay, he's a little lost. He'll find his way home in time.
No, he can stay lost.
Dingus has been doing a really good job pulling this back.
Yeah, slowly getting a couple hits in here, but Crisis Core at the same time, right? Already claiming the burst, but that 2HS counter hit is going to seal the deal. Yet, right? That burst being spent there is going to make it tough for Dingus to really make a comeback here. If this round goes like the full distance, he should be able to get that burst back in time, but
this is a
it's
great
going to be
start.
hard to see. Certainly.
Getting that burst already is kind of huge.
Jump in, Dingus very much in control, trying to get the scalpel pull, eats a bit of healing there, but the run in, both trading, and Crisis Core having a bit of a trouble to try and escape this corner, but the jackpot donuts will definitely help you out here, refunding a lot of HP.
Yeah, it could potentially be very meaningful.
Golden Hammer.
Ooh. Great conversion there.
No, Mini Faust.
Just get sniped, son.
The best anti-air, Mini Faust. And them. Whoa, plague be upon thee, Mini Faust. Trying to jump away, but Ding is very good at controlling.
Ooh, the
but there's the... Yeah, but...
Oh, the combo into the Mega Faust.
we live in a simulation. You said these players had free will, huh?
Whoa! You are too old for this game. Please go and play Super Turbo.
There's something funny about the choice of overheads for Faust players, right? Is that you have two schools of the overhead.
What's this guy doing?
Backflipping. No, get back in there. You got one more game. Oh shit! I got a check. Fuck.
Okay, a little time to refine its move.
There's like two schools of doing overheads on Faust, which is there's the Krakatoa school of FDC, and then there's the entirety of the Japanese community of like, why bother? They don't block 6HS anyways.
Yeah, right. You don't need a 14 frame overhead when like 27 is just fine.
Yeah, and as you can see, right, Crisis is of the JP school of just do the 23 frame overhead.
It works. These J2Ks are devious.
I mean, it's the perfect. It's a very difficult button to deal with because, yeah, look, it's just an advancing active hitbox that's just getting you in on them, and your only really appropriate recourse into it is to IB it.
Right. Oh, what an air throw! Awesome.
Yeah, saves them from the meteors. Here we go, Dingus, quick little combo, gets a knockdown. Unfortunately, throwing a donut, but that J2K does connect. Now, here's another knockdown, so should be one more confirmed. The low connects, but doesn't quite get the pickup. Counter hits, still nothing lands just yet, but able to poke out, and the mini Faust tagging in for the finish.
Nobody else got me, I know he got me.
Okay.
This is a really big start for Crisis Core. Oh, no air throw. Oil is on the field, gotta be careful with that. Dingus just gets high with a really big health deficit here for Dingus. Knocked on in a really bad situation here. Ooh, baits like the 5D, but can't punish it. Any fastest on the way, have to be cognizant of that. This oil is scary. Big counter hit.
Yes, and that is going to be the set point for Crisis Core. Big moves being made here. One away from sending the Faust down to the loser side.
Unblockable. Oh no! Can't
Patience,
punish!
but unfortunately doesn't get the punish. Had a really good bait, but wasn't quite ready for what came after. But still, 0 on the burst gauge. No more second chances for Dingus in this here game. Standing in the oil slick, immediately tries to get the paper bomb out. Mini Faust covering for the door approach, but look at the meter on the side of Crisis Core. There's plenty to play with here. Gets the run under. Don't know what he was looking for there.
Maybe just trying to respect the meteors.
Yeah, that sounds definitely to be the case, but going my way. Oh, see, no drops.
No, what a drop! Ah, gets it anyway.
One final drill indeed. So 3-0 for Crisis Core. Into the grand finals he goes. And it's going to be one set away from never getting to play in this bracket again. You've been fasted.
Crisis Core is in good position to take their first fish here.
All right, so up next, it's going to be Grumpy versus Marks the Dragon. So I think we've talked about the dynamic of Potemkin, specifically like grapple players at large, where, you know, slow, lumbering giants that really pack a punch that when you're not careful, you kind of explode for. So a lot of times you think about, like, let's try to keep our distance away from him. And Soul can kind of do that to an extent, but to really achieve, you know, the optimum of the character, you just have to play in pop buster range.
Yeah, it's... Soul doesn't have many tools to play outside of Pop Buster range. It's really only Gunflame and maybe Fafnir, but...
Yeah, it's certainly a struggle indeed. Big Hammerfall denying any use of Gunflame so far. And we see that Grumpy's backing away, but Marks understands the situation, right? Has that big life lead, can slowly bully Grumpy towards the corner, but unfortunately RCing a little too early. Now he's deterred for Grumpy, trying a bit of that pressure, but it gets it flicked away from them immediately. And the slide head, forcing that knockdown. Smart usages here from Marks. He's getting these simple trades in, 5D connecting, Mega Fist attempt in. Grumpy jumping out, has to make a lot of work here to find this comeback.
Yeah, this is Grumpy's last chance in this round, and oh, one more chance.
Oh!
Big opening. Ah, maybe wants the burst, but wanted it a little bit too bad. Oh, nice Mega Fist.
Very nice. Yeah, the hard part about baiting bursts out of Potemkin is that, especially when you think like, come on, like, try a burst because aren't you afraid I'll make this comeback? But they're just kind of looking at it going like, bro, I have guts, I have a high defense rating, like, try to do damage on me, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, really just giving them more chances to force a scramble.
Okay, this time the spacing a little off, doesn't get the forced slide head.
Ooh, these flicks have been amazing. Trying to air throw the JD, but nothing doing.
Are we close enough for a pickup here? Just RCB, sir. Nice. Oh, no, a little too far away. Maybe in plus R with 2S vacuums. It's interesting seeing Marx just randomly stab block between pressure, but hey, listen, he blocked out the string. It's all good.
Training for Amelia.
Training for Amelia, yeah. Suddenly she might overhead you.
Oh! Ooh, gets the pickup!
Very nicely done there from Grumpy. Yeah, either the vision from Marx was like, okay, Grumpy jumps here, or just let me get out, right? We can always use Pop Buster or Heavy Potemkin Buster just to move our way out. Now running that early damage, 6 HS, gets his quick knockdown, baits out the DP, getting a good grip thanks to the Pop Buster. RC for the extension, but unfortunately drops it.
You gotta make this happen now, Grumpy. Oh.
Okay, stagger pressure, patience here from Marx. Let's get that flick slowly but surely ticking away at the health of Grumpy, but just sends it in with the wild throw, but drops the combo.
Oh, and the blitz. Oh, can't finish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something that Marx is not letting you get away with is that that right stamp from full screen. If not to 6P it, I will IB the second hit, which is typically, if it's not IB'd, you have free reign to kind of just fall down and interact how you like. So to just deny that from them is very smart from Marx.
Very important
here,
to IB that second hit if you're not going down GR. All the way to the corner.
And now he's bullying him with the 6 HS. Very nice.
Oh my god, Big Milio.
Nice.
Marx has those.
And a perfect, no less. So Marx is really in training. This bracket is going somewhere. People are learning this game after all.
Match point for Marx.
Oh no.
Backdash. Everything's just going on for Grumpy. An opening, but just gets grabbed out of it.
I think it's a situation that Marx is very familiar with, right? Players that like to structure the pressure behind the projectiles. Just being it, seeing them run at them, so it's like, oh, I have enough recovery to just press out here. But Marx making quick work is going to be taking a 2-0 over Grumpy, getting ready to face off against Dingus for a shot at Crisis Core. 1 for the revenge match, and again, a run back at the chance to graduate. And Marx looking for his own golden fish.
Eliminating one golden fish holder, now looking to eliminate the second.
Yeah, I think so we've seen Marx the Dragon, I believe, play earlier into am I mistaken? Yeah, okay. Marx the Dragon has indeed played into Crisis Core before, so we talked about this a little earlier, that Klaus has some nice poking tools, but his strength still lies in the in-your-face pressure. So Dingus is going to have to figure out a way to get in there, find his way to line some multi-hits, specifically that 2K, to deny hammer falls, as well as keeping Marx locked down without being susceptible to pop busters. Otherwise, you can also just litter the screen with items and see what how Marx reacts, if at all.
That's the fun way to neutralize that backdash as well, but 2K probably covers that and Hammerfall both.
Absolutely. So here we go. First to threes from here on out. Marx the Dragon versus Dingus, and Immediately just taking the opportunity to back away, finds that slide head. Knockdown is secured, pressure is being run, but gives it up immediately, and there's Dingus. Just quick challenge. Doesn't get the bomb confirmed nicely. It's going to be an OTG hit. Jumps straight into the trampoline, unfortunately. And Marx having a trouble to find footing here. Dingus was really spicy with those IBs, except for the last one that mattered. That's the thing that you have to be careful with IBing, because it's cool and all, and you look spicy, and you might panic your opponent, but if you don't IB the very last move that typically leads to a knockdown, it's kind of like, what was the point?
Yeah.
Because you do build more risk by IBing, by the way, chat. Just so you know.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you build more risk IBing than not.
That's scary.
Yeah, so mind your blocking decisions.
I think she's fully locking down Marks here with the items.
Boing, boing. Oh,
Big
it's off
chocolate.
screen? It is. It's off, yeah.
Ooh.
Lost frames, but challenges nonetheless. Tension.
Red Blitz.
Yeah, I think it's aware to see that Marks has really favored just a meaty 5k on Oki to just blitz that out, secure the round. So definitely very in tune with the options that Guilty Gear offers you as a system.
I've been very impressed with Marks' defense so far, but can't block forever.
Yeah, I mean, Guilty Gear here to make sure that you don't, but excellent air throw. Putting Dingus into the corner now. Now it's time to make this pressure count, but unfortunately loses the air to air. J2K clashing with the JD. This is not how Mark's planned that move to work out. And again, getting anti-air. Yeah, he's slamming the ground, so don't think that just because you're behind him, it exempts you from the knockdown. Nice blitz, getting light pickup here. It's not going to do the most amount of damage, but still a lovely situation for Dingus. Just do the... Oh, he catches!
Dingus could have done Blitz IK there.
I mean, does that work?
Oh my god. Yeah, if you Blitz reject somebody... Oh, I meant on the Blitz reject earlier, on the air move.
Oh, right, yeah. I thought it was like, can you Blitz heavy protective buster? Surely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. You can Blitz Raven anti-air grab. Fun fact. What it up? Nice, a bit of pressure, just slowly working away here at Marks' health. Throws out the meteor, and now Marks has to be careful indeed. Tries to flick through it, but wait, what happened?
I think the meteor's just threaded around him.
Oh, no, he actually did manage to get the flick out, I think. It was we saw the quick stagger match. It just the projectile came out and immediately hit Dingus.
Another meteors.
Might have given the controls over to Crisis Core. I don't know.
Oh, Fadi! It's invul.
It's invul. This is one of the cool things about Xrd is characters have universal like system mechanics, but they're all built differently.
Yeah, Faust is just invincible for some reason.
Yeah, and if you block it, it's not even unpunishable per se. Like, you have to IB it. And now we see Dingus liking to play it a little slow, right? Indeed, leveraging the low risk, low reward, long range buttons out of Faust, hoping to find the right item to really get him in there. And I think heavy, heavy meteor is going to do it, but gets flicked away from getting any pressure going. The counter hit tumbling, just killing enough time.
Oh, just going right over the blitz. Sail away.
Sail away. Sail. Now playing it a little slow. Yeah, very smart.
About the low.
Can pull under his own jackpot. Oh no, the 6B whiffing and he just gets that low instead. Going my way down to possibly one final mix-up. J2K connects, burst out from Marks the Dragon. Now we see Dingus just playing a little slow, right? Has that long-range poke. Only needs to find that last poke to kill. Quick overhits. Good reactions. Nice blocks trying to FD away, but you forget how far Faust can reach. Yeah, you could praise Xrd more. I'm on the clock. I cannot say the things that make the boss angry.
Yeah, be careful. Watch out.
While I'm on the clock, I represent RRC, so I have to be respectful and say nice things about the players.
Not the characters, though.
No, not the characters. There's some criminal put to game design.
Meteor's actually stopping the combo off the proximity unblockable there, it looks like.
Oh, you're getting hit by his own Trishula is not ideal, but finds the poison, and this one is really nice into a character like Potemkin, right? Look at that health just being ticked away. Fortunately, eats a Potemkin bust. I'm not going to be put into the corner, but it's a safe jump. It sets up for another pot buster. 2 quick lost interactions, and Marks just leaves that whole round away from you.
All right, let's see if Marks can start pulling this back here.
Oh, knockdown. Has finally managed to put Dingus into the corner. The meaty 5k connecting very nice. Quick donut, recover a little bit of that health, right? But still knocked down, and Marks working to bully Dingus into the corner again. Escapes. But 2S reaching all the way from there?
This is a great chance for Marks.
Oh, the stun!
Still had time to combo. That'll be it.
Yeah, and oh my goodness. It's so difficult to deal out of stun, especially when this Potemkin character, right? Because normally you're whacking away at the stick to try and recover as fast as possible, but at the same time you want to make sure that you recover in a way that doesn't have you immediately pressing a button or not blocking. So typically you'll get out of the stun being like, okay, I have to FD now, and Marcus is like, awesome, I can throw that.
Good start here for Dingus. Back right in the corner.
Bit of IB trying to get that far slash out, but there's the re-jump in from Marks. Unfortunately, gets his flick air dashed over. Run in. There's the burst. He's had enough. Trying to find that slide head knockdown, but to no avail. The air stall out Faust is quite nice with the paper bag, but there is the pull. Finds the link. Sets up the hammer. Unfortunately, doesn't quite catch Marks just yet, but able to slowly push him towards the corner. But hammer fall to escape. Aggressive burst wants him right there where he worked so hard to put him.
Mini Faust is on the way. 2 of them! Twins! You gotta... Yeah, Siv's Dingus there. So much meter on deck for both players. This is a really hard position for Marks to fight out from, just trapped in this corner.
Yeah. Oh, 6p. Not enough. Both players trading into each other. Finds that spin and gets that knockdown. So Marks desperately making the run back here. Is up a round and closer to tying this set up than Dingus is to winning it.
Yeah, I think it's got to do a lot more work here to deal this. Ooh, nice flick. Great timing on that. ICPM. Oh, everything going Marks' way now. Nice air throw. All the jump in the RC flash.
Jump in, Mini Faust walking over. Oh, good flick, and there we go, the advancing projectile. Very nice usage there from Marks. He just forces his way in, but Dingus now getting these anti-air hits, slowly poking away. And to get a little bit of donuts going, wants to have as much health as possible, but... Oh!
That's for a big read.
Knockdown.
These stray hits are adding up. Oh, it actually reached! No way.
Going as deep as possible, and Marks sticks the landing, is now tied up with Dingus. Both players eager for a revenge match against Crisis.
Both these guys very much looking forward to trying to take this bracket. Oh no, didn't respect his own bomb.
Yeah, you gotta be careful for sure. Finds that knockdown from ICBM, tries to go for a hammerfall break pop bust. We haven't seen that actually at all from Marks, and first time he goes for it, immediately Dingus jumping away.
Great block. The flick. Good response to the meaty slide head doing instant J2K over it. Oh, going for the jack. 100 meter. Oh my god! Quadruplets.
Like there's 3 dudes, the meteor still out on the field. There is the trap. Oh, it takes into it. Yeah, boink. And gets a pickup off of it. Very smart there from Dingus. Runs up ASAP to capitalize off of the unblockable.
Oh, you gotta watch out for the meteors. Oh! What the fuck? There's a little boy on my screen.
Oh! We're using the FTC to quickly avoid the knockdown, but the 5P anti-air and Dingus again at long last set point.
Oh, this is stressing me out. Dingus spent 100 meter on 10 items. 4 of them were mini Faust and 1 of them was meteors.
So to speak.
Just roll better.
Just roll better, you know, instead of doing a single pull, do tempo.
You're guaranteed an SSR.
Yeah? Well, at least a 4-star. A golden hammer.
Nothing doing. Nice flick. Marx's flicks have been.
Yeah, I mean, guess what else has been on point from Marx? These heavily Potemkin buses. I don't think I've seen this many HPBs come out of a Potemkin, but then again, I don't think he's have to face this many jumpy opponents. Good bit of stagger pressure. OT doesn't even need to OTG. Gets that corner pickup for the kill, and both are on that set point. Final game, final round, a double Luigi. Playing it nice and slow. We see Dingus looking for pokes against Marks, right? Has been too scared to approach really just willy-nilly. And these flicks from Marks, calling out iron throws, calling out approaches, has been really, really powerful. 6HS hitting super meaty bomb, forcing to block another bomb out. But now both players having to respect that. Dingus has a significant life lead here to play with, but that doesn't count out Potemkin. One wrong step, and you get scooped up, packed up, just like such.
The oil!
Wait, he healed so much.
This is gonna be it.
Gets a big quick off.
Gonna be so close. Oh my god, Dingus.
Dingus does it.
He
Able
says,
to
I don't
close
need
it up
this
after a
burst.
hard-fought battle, right? Marks really threatening the win over Dingus, but ultimately he's able to pull through and face off against Crisis Core for the run back. 2 golden fish holders vying for the graduation.
Oh, stressing me out. Mark's almost making a long climb back. Not quite. Whew. What a stressful sad. Crisis Core versus Dingus, run back from Winners Finals. The Midnight Carnival playing.
Definitely a Guilty Gear staple finals song. Oh my god, 2 crazy items, but it is gonna be Crisis Core that gets the throw to able to escape the situation. Boing.
Boing.
Just swimming over him. It's, man, Dingus getting the pressure here. A good bit of damage dealt already. Dead angle. Crisis Core has had enough, but unfortunately the Meteor is coming out just in time. Big numbers being dealt here by Dingus. Unfortunately gets anti-hit, sets up into the poison, but not really going to do much for him at the current moment. Falls down, RC makes it safe.
Meteors. Really good defense from Dingus here. Just managed to block his way all the way out of there. Just needs one more hit and there it is.
Nice, big overhead. Gonna start off the game super clean, sets up, forced to block into the unblockable. Unfortunately, not the greatest reversal responses from Faust. Still able to get his way in there. Dingus now with a good bit of damage. That 2K going unblocked. How does it feel? Mr. Crisis Core get knocked down once again. Both players with a good grip immediate to play with. Immediately getting used to the dead angle. There's the vacuum. Sets up for another overhead. The blocks, the patience, the chicken block out from Dingus, but no punish. Still meter to keep it going.
We're just intercepting. Really good. Oh, big boy. Scores out, but they're right back in.
Oh, what? Nice pull. And yeah, it's burst safe, but it's a little weird. OTG unfortunately doesn't quite get the finish there. Door run up, J2K.
What?
Rising Blitz?
It worked!
Alright.
How on earth did... Oh, you? Nice lockdown here using the bomb. It's a really good situation here for Crisis Core, but Dingus fighting his way back out here, back to mid screen. Meteors are coming. It might have been a jackpot meteor? No, it's not one. I've been itemless for a little bit here, but again, meteors coming out. Is it? Oh, it doesn't even matter. They're gonna come out now.
I mean, listen, this is the Crisis Core gameplay. We just throw meteors and completely warp the sense of neutral that we have been experiencing.
Did they usually get this many meteors?
I'm biased because I hate this character, and I will be counting every single meteor and be like, man, Crisis Core always gets meteors, like, always gets meteors, and like ignore the facts that he doesn't and gets giga blown up for it.
Oh, Dingus utilizing that black hole to make the J2K go farther. The boy's coming.
Oh, good blocks.
Block.
Oh, and the 6P. I mean, that 6P is so devilish. Anti-air button that's so fast, it's able to blow through stagger pressure. It's amazing.
Combos into the hammer as well.
Good stuff there from Dingus. Able to keep control. Now has to stick the landing right. You need to put one on the board. And being on the loser side means you do have to win this set and then another one. So quite the task indeed. Wait. Black Hole sucks the oil slick back?
Interactions never seen before in GGXrd. Angle in the meteors. They're gonna come out.
Yeah. Good ender though from Crisis Core, right? Keeping it nice and short, just to be safe enough to block out the meteors. But both clashing. Poison is applied. Is able to eat a quick bit of candy, right? Generate some of that health back. Dead angle. Seen enough. Black Hole's out. Here's the pressure being run. Patience has to be used by Dingus. Unfortunately, a little too impatient. The bomb and
Oh, it took the burst.
yeah, it took the burst and killed him right there.
Oh, 2 for 1. Boy coming out. How are we gonna get around him? Just jump it over. Oh, counter hit hammer. That's dangerous.
Yeah,
real dangerous.
Too many more counter hits, or you're gonna get stunned. Oh, good IPs. Yeah, that does get the punch, but unfortunately, we immediately see Crisis Core take to the skies, right? A very favorite option of his is to just make situations that should be punches as scrambly as possible by trying to just like either go to the air to steal turn back or make the confirm awkward for you.
Oh, it was almost a very nice escape from Dingus, but couldn't follow through on it.
You get stuck with two black holes, the pressure generates automatically IKs you. That would be sick. I wouldn't have to deal with too many cosplayers, and like they would take care of each other. Oh, popping the explosion early just gets Dingus caught into it. Very funny, but now trying to force the way in, gets a nice anti-air. Still good life lead, but oh, big counter hit hammer. Has to be careful now, right? That stun could be representing any minute now.
Dingus finding his footing again. Ooh, that was a great trade for Crisis Core.
Oh, nice, good confirm. Not gonna be a kill here just yet, but still a good situation. The next one will do it, but the reversal super is the second one.
Oh!
He didn't have the Hellfire to, or like he had Hellfire, but I don't know what it is. Sometimes that move just forces you to get the, get the Reaper instead. Anyways, I think it's just a fake out. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't matter what you would have picked. It would have always just been the Black Reaper.
I think that might be the burst super.
I think the burst super guarantees it, but then I think regular super has a chance that it doesn't matter what you pick, it will fake it out into the Reaper.
What a funny guy.
Yeah, what funny guy this Faust makes me seethe. Must be having a great old time just cheating.
Yeah, at least you're loving it.
I don't know. Yeah, the stare down. Both of them knew what was up. It's like, I'll just take a minute here. But life lead here for Crisis Core. There's the JD jump falling from Dingus, able to land a bit of damage. Slight life lead, and just look at him positioning to deny Crisis Core the escape from the corner. 6HS does connect, is going to go his way. Finds a knockdown, big Faust coming out. Oh, the stagger pressure, oil slick. Good luck trying to escape burst.
Actually bursts. I don't know about that burst.
Yeah, he could have just taken it to the next one because here we go. He's going to do it. And Crisis Core on that set point. Dingus, no burst to his name.
That burst decision could be pivotal here.
You know, sometimes, as much as players believe in their composure, the emotional burst gets the better of them.
Yeah. Nice, just dealing with the pogo just by... Oh, mini Faust saving.
Nice. Oh, big counter hits a man, just poking away slowly but surely at Dingus here. 6HS connects, going his way, flies over the scalpel, somehow landing back with his back not towards the corner. I don't get it, but Faust just does what he likes. Pogo P gonna connect, knockdown, 6HS.
6H reset.
And Crisis Core is gonna take it 3-0 over Dingus and is your newest RRC graduate. Kiss him
No,
goodbye.
not graduate yet. He's just got one fish. Wait, nope, you're...
Yeah, he's graduated. Do I know your players better than you?
Who won?
Uh-oh.
Crisis Core won, right? That's right? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Crisis Core doesn't have a fish yet. Well, Crisis Core does have a fish now. Congratulations to Crisis Core for making it to the One Fish Club. Which means that next time a Faust player wins, there will be one less Faust player in our lives.
Oh, he wasn't what? Oh, he was the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Well, Fish Club. Here we go.
Club ZF is taking over the Fish Club.
I mean, at some point, all the ZF players will have naturally worked their way out, and it's all that's left is back to the original RRC cast and any newcomers that do happen upon with the willingness to learn Xrd.
Mm-hmm. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks everybody for watching, and thanks for commentating with me, Yucker.
No problem.
Do you have anything you would like to promote?
Certainly. In April 19th and 20th, Zero Fundamentals 2-day event. So if you want to keep the Xrd action going, meet the ever mysterious ZFers in person, head on over to the Netherlands in Utrecht. The tickets to fly, I know, are a little expensive, but hey man, if you could slide on over in any way, especially through trains and stuff from the neighboring cities, we'd love to have you. We'd love to see you. Our early bird signups are going to close at the end of the month, so if you want to make sure that you get your 10 euro discount on these entry fees, make sure to sign up sooner than later. And yeah, make sure to if you can't make it, tune in. We'd love to still see you in chat.
Word. Go to ZF on 420. Get high. Next week we're gonna have Burst to 5, our First to 5 exhibition series for Xrd. So you can go to the Discord for Rookie Room Cancel that's in chat right now and sign up if you would like to play. Everybody's welcome to play, so sign up for that. But outside of that, that's gonna do it for us. We will see you
playing
next
Salty
week.
too.
Playing Salty EU, yeah, every Tuesday.
Yeah. Every Tuesday. Xrd. So hang out with the boomers. They're not as scary as you think. They will kick your ass, but they're happy to help answer your questions.
Alright, that's gonna do it for us. See you next time. Bye.
Play Blaze Blue.